Unstoppable Doom Patrol, issue 3, Dennis Culver writing with Chris Burnham on the art. This is these have all been kind of standalone-y in the sense that they all have very self-contained like things that each issue is, and in this one in particular, it's Negative Man and Robot Man. Yeah,
Robot Man, yeah, Cliff.
I don't know. I was going to say Cliff, and I thought I'll say Robot Man as well, and then I second guessed myself.
He almost said Robo Cliff.
I almost said Robo Cliff. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, so they're looking after this character who we are now referring to as Starbro, who is a guy who's got a starfish on him, but because of metagene nonsense, he's not actually. Seemingly is not taking control the way people normally are. He's kind of fused into a new kind of thing. So he's Starbro. And I thought it was interesting having Larry. I'm second guessing now if I should call him Larry, but it seems like he's going by Larry again now. Yeah. But he brings up sort of when the name was changed in the past, when they were fused into a Negative Woman and wanting to have the different name, and how Cliff wasn't very good at switching there, and kind of pulls him up on it. I thought it was an interesting little look back at the history. I liked it,
and it shows too that Cliff is for his faults, he will learn and he'll adjust eventually. Right? Yeah, so
maybe this will come out as a solid map. But I feel like Cliff is such a comic book version of you. Like
sometimes
loud and quick to react, but then when he's actually told what's going on, he'll actually think about it and go, "You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it."
Are you calling me the Brendan Fraser of the show? Because I'll take that.
You are the whale of this show, Matt. I agree.
Fine by me. That means I get nominated.
Can you pull the pose? Because there's only that one picture.
I don't know the pose. I didn't see the movie.
You don't need to see the movie. There's only one shot from that movie. Yeah. It's one that every article has used.
Yes. I mean, he's just kind of sitting there looking sad, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm not sad right now. I'm talking to my friends. One of them just insulted me, but also complimented me. So, welcome to my life.
No, it's just I don't know. I got some Matt vibes from.
You know what? We get Cliff and Guy Gardner. I can roll.
That's
with
true.
it.
Guy Gardner's also here.
I did think it was a little weird how Guy and Kyle are so against Starbro. They're like, nope, take him in. No, under no conditions. When weren't we running around with the Justice League with like Jaro?
With Jaro, however,
neither of them were on that team, though.
But they know about this. Yeah. They know that he helped, and it kind of proved that maybe there are Starro adjacent acceptances.
I mean, this is maybe a fair little nitpick. I think the Green Lanterns in this issue, like, I think it does a good job of making. I think it's a really interesting point that they have that debate in the car because they're driving and two Green Lanterns, Guy and Kyle are flying overhead, and we have that conversation about using the name that he wants to be called, right? And it's a nice little thing for the modern world. But right after that conversation, you just hear Guy like yell Starbro's a stupid name at him, and it was a very like on point little moment for Guy to just be a dick about it. And not that he heard that conversation, but it still felt right in the context.
No, because that's who he is, right? He's not gonna diverge, right? Yeah. And that I would say is the difference between kind of the harder edge of Cliff, hanging out with the Doom Patrol and learning to accept people who are there, and then Guy Gardner, who's just gonna guy things up, right? Yeah. He can be friends with Arkillo, right? But the Starro wants to be called Starbro, and he's like, that doesn't work for me. Yeah.
Although I did like that Guy brings up that he was there watching the painting back in the old Doom Patrol story when the fight to save the world was happening inside Paris, inside the painting. Basically, I'm not going to explain that now. Go read Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol to understand
it. Of him with the old bowl cut.
Yes, maybe that's coming back.
I took that as something that had happened, and it feels like a Morrison thing, right?
Yes.
So not knowing if it was an actual
that's an early Morrison story where Paris gets sucked into a painting and the Doom Patrol have to go in and save it.
Right. So
it's the whole thing. But I thought it was really neat that immediately it was like a sort of good comedy beat where Guy immediately just says something that goes against what the entire conversation just was a second ago. But yeah, we get them turning the car into ghost mode for a second. There's a lot of weird stuff. I kind of like Kyle complaining that these Doom Patrol guys are so weird. They always have weird ways to counteract everything.
And this is a guy who married. Is he still married to Sordic? Or is that a future thing? He marries an alien. Yeah. So who's he to call people weird?
I mean,
well, to be fair, Guy's the one who keeps using the word freaks. Kyle never says that, and that makes sense to me because Kyle's not as
compassionate.
Yeah, he's not a dick like Guy.
No, he's an artist. He's a sensitive artist.
It's boring.
Yeah. I do not like this as a Guy Gardner fan. Regression to a-hole. Like a-hole Guy is a season, right? It's a seasoning, and a little bit too much, puts a bad taste in my mouth.
I mean, also another comedy beat that really got me is they drive into Smallville and there's a big billboard saying "Welcome to Smallville, the home of Superboy," and Cliff says, "Hey, those two guys will respect Superman's hometown too much to chase us in here." And the very next page is the big half panel of Guy just smashing this billboard into the road in front of them. And not only is that funny, but the fact that Kyle also blocks them from behind, but Kyle does it by making road signs and barriers.
Right.
He does it in the respectful, civilized way to block someone on a road. Guy's no, the big respectful Superman billboard that everyone probably loves in town. That
is funny.
Yeah.
I know, it's funny. It's funny.
And that's the sprinkling of a-hole Guy I can get away with. I just the regression to that lately is starting to make me, not feel good as a Guy Gardner fan. That's all.
And then they have to bolt off to Oa because shit's happening.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's actually it's not even real because it's Starbro did this. Yeah.
But
you said
Jarro, not Jarro.
You said Jarro.
I did say Jarro.
That's got Jarro in the
brain. That's all I
brain.
can think of.
I mean, I miss Jarro.
Me too. He called Batman Dad. That was so sweet.
Even Damien doesn't do that much.
No.
Oh, he only owns his father.
Oh dear. So honestly, this was a really fun issue again because it was okay, it's going to be Cliff and Larry, Starbro, the two Green Lanterns, and just all of the fun banter and good storytelling where it set things up where the billboard thing was funny. Him saying Starbro's a dumb name was funny because they'd all been set up earlier in the issue and they all had these payoffs. Yeah. Honestly, this has been such a good book 3 issues in that I'm and the art I've been enjoying as well.
I think
Burnham.
This issue does showcase Burnham does occasionally struggle with regular people faces.
Yeah, Green Lanterns do look a little bit shaky at times.
Pudgy is the word I might use.
It never took me out of it though, because it sort of felt like it belonged in his world, if that makes sense. I
think it's why he does so well with the rest of the Doom Patrol because they are all a little bit off, right? That's the whole point of them.
I mean, well, and when you think about the main lineup right now, is that Rita's the most normal looking.
Yeah, and she stretches.
You're right, and that's the thing. But it's not the same kind of issue with her as it was with Guy and Kyle.
Yeah,
with their faces. He does do the crab mask really well, which I hate the crab mask. So,
but that's only because it's covering up the pudgy face.
Right, exactly. So.
The crab mask reigns supreme. You all. The crab mask is back in style. If we can have mullets and bowl cuts back, the crab mask is definitely back, baby.
No, that crab mask is never coming back in style. No.
So there's a little tease at the end about where we're going next, which I have to admit I didn't quite. I don't know this tease, or I don't get what it is. If who is it? This mob boss dude in Haiti, Mr. Drew, gets a package delivered from this kid. And it looks like a sort of robot face that's sort of inside the box. Did anyone understand what this is?
No.
I'm assuming
the only Haiti thing I can think of at all is the... oh my god, I'm completely blank on his name. He's a Constantine villain.
Yeah, Papa...
Django?
Yeah.
No, not Papa Shango.
But Matt knows what about it.
I know
he's a little bit stereotyped, does voodoo.
Okay.
But
yeah. I was wondering, am I being an idiot and not getting this reference? Is this like a deep Doom Patrol reference that maybe I just
That's what I'm looking up right now for Doom Patrol villains because the face of the ape thing I feel like I know.
Yeah, it's like a robotic ape face basically.
Yeah,
but it's damaged. That's what it looks like.
Because it's not the brain of Monsieur Mala, right?
No, we've already seen them.
Right, we've already seen them because that's what it made me think of though. But. Nothing's coming up when I put that in. I just get the Brotherhood of Evil with all of them, and we saw Immortus in them. So, also, I do like that we cut to the rest of the Doom Patrol fighting Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man.
Oh, yeah, it's just a one-page thing where they're fighting this much.
Yeah, it's like, they've fought before. They got it under control, and it does not look particularly under control.
No, it looks like chaos. But that's Doom Patrol in a nutshell, I think. Yeah.
Well, I love the new guy. The new guy is like, what are we doing? You know, like
and
the look on his face was
the young furry kid, or Beast Girl, whatever.
Beast Girl.
Yeah, she's like just upside down, be like, ah, like they're all like. I feel like the two most veteran members, other than Rita, are off doing this other thing on their own. So Rita's there, like wrangling all the new members. That like they've just trusted her to like take care of the kids, basically, literal or otherwise. So I don't know. It's funny. I don't know. I think the book's charming. It's got a lot of humor that fits Doom Patrol well. It's hitting the weird stuff, but it's also hitting the heart of Doom Patrol, which I like. I think it's the best thing about Doom Patrol is it always has this heart to it. About no, we're misfits, but we can care for each other and we can find our place. You know, that always should be a part of Doom Patrol, and I think this book so far has done a really good job with that.
It is, and I know obviously they called this one, Fast and the Nebulous, this issue, because it is a car chase. To be fair,
a car, yeah, that's what they're going for.
But the credits title page, where it's like hyper stylized, it's kind of like this noir shot of them, like the car going through with all the big figures over it. That page is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah,
no. It all looks very good. It's all very inky, thick lines.
Just the blacks and the oranges really just kind of really blend nicely.
Yeah. No, it's a very good looking book. And, I really liked it. This book's been a standout. I'm sad that it's only a mini series. I hope it gets enough buzz to get some more afterwards in some form. Whether it's a sequel mini series or turns into an ongoing, whatever it may be,
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, Matt, what are you giving Doom Patrol or Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue 3?
Oh, I'm gonna still on an 8.5.
Car?
I'm gonna give it an 8. I was thinking of the 8.5. I'm gonna go with the 8.
Yeah, I'll go the 8.5. I really liked it. I think there's maybe a slight critique of the Green Lanterns being so hell bent on getting this Starro thing, but I think that's maybe your only nitpick that you could probably levy at it.